I always think it's so interesting to learn about how companies eat their own dog food or drink
Mhm.
their own champagne. How does G2 leverage its own, its own expertise in its go-to market? Are you guys really leaning into ABM and leveraging that intent data? And what other data providers are you supplementing with today? Just out of curiosity, because obviously G2 has really good intent, but you also are going to need just traditional firmographic and contact data attributes. Like what's the recipe
Yeah,
at
and I would
G2
say,
today?
I mean, in terms of drinking our own champagne, it starts with encouraging customer reviews. So, we do
Yeah.
have reviews both of G2.com on our marketplace, where software buyers can review how helpful has G2 been to them. And we also have software marketers, software vendors write reviews. I think we have about 400 reviews now for marketers. And we like authentic reviews,
Hmm.
so they're not all 5 star. But we get the good
Right.
feedback where some marketers already love G2, they love our intent data, and others say, hey, in my category, you're not that relevant yet. I'm not seeing enough traffic. And so we get a lot of customer voice, a lot of customer feedback. And that's also what we encourage, all vendors on G2 to embrace the feedback. And actually, one cool story there, we had the Zoom founder, Eric Wan, whom I've known for a few years because we shared an investor in Emergence
Hmm.
Capital. And I remember actually the first Zoom I ever did was when I was pitching Emergence Capital, actually for Steelbrick back in 2014. In fact, at that time, I'm like, but
Nice.
I was like,
Wow.
what's this Zoom thing? Like, why do we need it, right? We
Right.
already have WebEx, GoToMeeting.
Go WebEx, go
But
to
then I
meet.
also got
Right.
to meet Eric,
Exactly.
and his whole vision at the time was delivering happiness. And his strategy was
Yeah.
just to make, web meetings or video conferencing easier and more reliable. And frankly,
Yeah.
when I first met him, I was
Right.
probably skeptical. But, but then
Yeah.
he also right away loved the G2.com vision. And from the beginning, he's encouraged his customers to share reviews. I think today Zoom has, I don't know, 50,000 amazing reviews. And,
Oh wow. Yeah.
but he also really embraced negative reviews. And actually, one of the cool things Eric does, both on G2, if he gets a negative review or if he gets a tweet, customer complaint, he reads all those himself. And he started out as an engineer. So then he makes sure
Yeah.
they always take that customer feedback, engineer the product, make it more reliable, make it even better. And obviously, that's like a spectacular success
Yep.
is, really embracing that customer feedback and then using that customer voice
Yeah.
to amplify your momentum. And so, that's really the first part of drinking our own champagne that we're also embracing at G2 is really embracing that customer voice. And then of course
Yep.
we do also use the buyer intent data because we can also see, like Jamie, if you're all of a sudden lighting up or people at Ringlead all of a sudden lighting up
Yep.
G2 and really spending a lot of time on our marketplace, then that can also trigger outreach,
Yep.
via our Salesforce app where we create the data to say, hey, maybe we should call Jamie because it seems like they're spending
Yeah.
a lot of time on G2.com right now. It might be a great time to educate them on, our marketing solutions.